It occurs to me, shove it is a trick that differs greatly depending on the friction of the surface, because you're not so much jumping and spinning as you are flicking. So there's a lot of initial friction before the board sort of gets pushed off the ground, or especially if it's sliding the whole time, if you're very subtle, that's all friction. So I think this pavement is C-. I really want to try slick concrete, or like a more asphalt texture that's flat. Maybe I'll find the sidewalk. I just like the open space. I feel like much less likely to cause damage to myself or others. So. Caveman? It's a caveman, right? It's just fun to suck at, I'm sure, until I bust my ass. Well, it's not fun. Type 2 fun. Type 2. Oh my god, it's happening. It happened. That's cool. I did not expect that. Okay. The board needs to rotate, my body does not. Woo. Oh my god. That's really close. Doesn't count. It's like a quarter turn target. And this is a front side shove it because I'm pushing it back. Well, what makes it front side? Probably if my right foot is my back foot, then my right foot's the one flicking. If my right foot's the back foot and my left one's the one flicking, then it'd be a fake. Right? More like biggest anxiety with trying to start skateboarding is like the banana peel effect, this thing. But I'm finding it easier than I thought to stay on my feet and not just like absolutely mash my palms. I'm also not doing a lot of riding. I'm just sort of trying to focus on the balance and everything that I can do kind of static. Riding is what I want to do most, but I don't think it's the starting point. That's for sure. Patent leather or pleather, whatever. I guess that's the same thing. Whatever this stuff is, not very abrasion resistant. That's what you want. And stylish one. This requires more coffee. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do shove it on my 4th day ever skateboarding. I consider that a win. There's like 4 or 5 degree rake here, so I'm gonna blame that one on the rake. I was tipping back a little bit. I'm gonna take this opportunity to say I think it's really fun to be sort of the only human being skateboarding in my neighborhood. There are hundreds, if not thousands, in Chicago, but I'm the only hoodlum around here, and it's sociologically interesting. A lot of looks that I can't parse and don't care. It is undoubtedly one of the activities synonymous with counterculture and thereby quite affiliated with mischief and breaking of the law. When in reality, the link is brittle at best. Nature's padding. I don't want to do more philosophy than I do skating, but I'm finding this really psychically useful in these times. Something to struggle with that has no limit to its difficulty, like climbing. Really healthy for the brain, or at least an obsessive engineer type like me. That is, if you can get over the imposter syndrome and the part where you suck at it for a really long time before you don't. See, what I gotta do is I gotta shove it. I gotta shove it. there's one thing I've learned from Johnny Geiger in his 2 days that he's been in my consciousness. It's just do it till it's clean. You're already here. See, I don't think I'll be pleased unless the board goes 180 degrees. Because I can twist my body to meet it if I'm coordinated enough, but that's not quite the shove. Because if you're actually in motion, you can't. It's going to be really hard to course correct if you're not on angle. There's a lot of physics in this damn sport. Balance is not one of my proficiencies. I really think that's true. It's not one of my deficiencies. I'm just markedly average at balancing stuff. That's always been the case. I can't slackline. I've never done it. I've tried a lot, but that should be another goal for the summer. Bring a slackline and just do it. Minimum 20 feet. I think I need to keep my body facing this way, and I'm winding up too much. You know, the thought crosses my mind that I'm an annoyance in the street skateboarding, and then I remember that we all have equal rights to these public spaces. I'm not sitting here with a boombox. But it wasn't clean. But it was cool. A little over-rotated. I feel more above it now. I feel like I'm not out of sorts in the air so much. How much is too little? How much is too much? I don't know. I'm just a boy. That's something. The other thing that I think I would try to focus on in these videos, because clearly it's a habit, is to not be profane. You know, I'm interested in eroding the stigma about skaters. And maybe it's only in my head, I don't know. Oh, I think a lot more people would skateboard of my generation. If it hadn't been such a difficult thing to just reconcile doing with your time. And that has a lot to unpack for parents of my generation. Oh. You ought to unpack it, wouldn't you say? But much like fixing up the old barn, there's always tomorrow. Why do today what I could more comfortably do tomorrow? I'm just having fun. That's the truth of it. Oh, I'm just having a great time. I'm just having a grand old time. It's just me and you. I think this is the first thing I've really tackled in my life in a very long time. It feels that the work is the reward. Like, I'm not trying to be past this moment into a moment that's more comfortable. I'm actually just as happy struggling to do this trick as I will be doing it. So it's equally relieving and unsatisfactory in that sort of artistic way that makes you want to push boundaries and be better than you did before. Shut up for a minute and nail this truth. That was fun.